Hey, my babies. So, I just quickly wanted to come and talk about chaos. Um, I feel like there is an attack directly on our root, solar plexus, and crown chakras that is happening and has been happening since 2020. It started with the pandemic. Um, People losing jobs, people losing resources, just having to do life a different type of way, kids being at home, having to figure out childcare and schooling and all the things. All of those are root chakra issues. Now we're going through a financial revolution with Uranus being in Taurus, and we are in the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're in the fourth year. So the expansive point of this financial revolution with Uranus being in Taurus, and people's finances are up in the air. Whether you have money, whether you don't have money, you've definitely had to re-strategize and redirect when it comes to how you bring in money and how you build your wealth. It doesn't matter who you are. It's affecting all of us. It's affecting, inflation is crazy, rent is crazy, mortgage and property taxes is out of control. And now we have this war situation. Oh, so wait, let me go back. So with that, it's like, okay, our confidence is suffering because we feel like we don't have the means to take care of ourselves, to take care of our families, to sustain our energy because we have so much going on and have to be in so many places, right? Then now we have this war going on. So here again, it's the fear, it's the angst, it's the unknown, it's the chaos, and it's distracting your mind. It's scrambling up your thought processes and your ability to center and ground yourself and see what's below the surface. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are suffering with extreme anxiety. A lot of people are suffering with PTSD. There's a lot of people who are depressed, and most of it has to do with just internal feelings of overwhelm and chaos. I want to invite you to get out of the chaos. Find some practice that you enjoy doing, whether it's journaling, whether it's yoga, whether it's physically working out, whether it is meditation. Find something to get back to your mindfulness and work on your root, your solar plexus, and your crown chakra, because this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. And I don't want to be, and I don't want y'all to be so caught up in the chaos and confusion that you can get no clarity or evolution, which is what this is pushing us towards. Okay? You know, just to continue on the message that I was just giving, I want to invite you guys not to thrive and revel in fear. Y'all, everybody is shooketh. Everybody is shooketh in some way or another. But the main thing that I want to encourage you to do is be smart, do your own research, and speak your motherfucking truth. Nobody wants anybody speaking the truth. If you speaking the truth and you talking about some real shit, you're going to be suppressed. They're banning the truth. They don't even want to teach critical race theory in schools. Like, how you want people to learn and evolve in society without knowing about that aspect of history is beyond me. But, you know, just pay attention. Pay attention to the level of censorship that has been happening. You can barely say anything these days without being pushed into the wall and backed into a corner. And we should be to a point where we should be able to freely express ourselves. I mean, here in America, we do have what's called the freedom of speech. But yet, when you start speaking facts, because people like being ignorant and ignorant is bliss, they want to silence you. You know what I'm saying? So don't be silenced. Don't be silent. Speak your truth. Write your truth out. Move in your truth. Maintain your values and traditions. People will try to tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Don't say this, don't say that. That's offensive. Listen, you got to do what's true and right for you regardless. Because all of that anxiety, depression, PTSD, it's only going to be amplified the more and more that you negate what you have to say and how you feel based on how everybody else is going to respond to you. Because at that point, you're basically locking yourself off in a box and throwing away the key. Don't do it. And don't sit up here and let people lie to you either, because we all have good intuition. I mean, I'm not going to say we all have good intuition, but we all do have intuition, okay? And we all have a certain level of discernment. So listen with an open mind, but take what's for you and spit out the rest, because baby, it's looking real. It's a lot of agents of chaos out here just saying shit to say shit, or that ain't saying nothing but pretending like they saying a whole lot. Like, pay attention, okay? Pay attention. All right, this is my last message to y'all for today. And I just want to say, stop trying to manifest from a place of lack. Stop trying to gain things when you feel like you have nothing. Every one of us living in, especially these first world countries, we have privilege in some way or another. Even as a black woman, I have certain privilege, especially as an attractive black woman. I have certain privilege, okay? Privileges that my ancestors may not have had in their experience as an attractive black woman. So I have to embrace and accept and surrender to said privileges and leverage them to balance out the situations in which I am not as privileged. Okay? So for example, everybody is always talking about manifesting money and manifesting success, right? Well, on some level, you've been successful already. You made it through a certain situation. You survived to a certain point. You got that job that you thought you was never going to get. You got that apartment that you never thought you was going to get. It may not be what you want, for your whole life, but it is some pillar and form of success. So celebrate yourself. Move into a spirit of gratitude and appreciation so that you see all the great beauty and bounty that you have before you. Because if you focus on lack, that's exactly what you're going to get. When I'm sitting here every day like, oh my God, I'm not getting bookings, I'm not making sales, like what do I have to do? And I'm just spinning my wheels about trying to figure out where the lack is coming from, why I'm not receiving the energy does not change. I'll continue to not have sales or whatever for days and days or weeks and weeks. But when I say, you know what, even though I may not have made any sales this week, I was able to attend to the back end of my business. I was able to get some more content out and draw in some new clients. And the clients that I do have been consistent about checking in with me, rebooking, and continuing the plans and things that they're already on. So I am grateful for that. Usually if I maintain that specific mindset, then it turns around a lot quicker as far as the abundance aspect of things, and you can apply that to any specific area. It does not even have to be in business. Even in my relationship, when I'm focused on what's missing in the relationship, oh my God, we don't have time to spend together. Oh my God, I'm not getting enough attention. It's just like that lack expands. But when I say my wife loves me and she pours into me with love and devotion every single day, I start to notice the little ways in which she does versus constantly being hyper-focused on what she's not doing, okay? Focus on what is instead of what's not. And I'm not saying, just in part 2 to finish what I was saying because I ran out of time. I'm not saying to be in a state of toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing where you refuse to acknowledge like what you don't have and be truthful with yourself about where you are. That is not what I'm saying at all. I don't want you guys to jump to that conclusion. What I am saying though is what you pay attention to is what you get. What you focus on is what expands. What you are used to nitpicking is what's going to be magnified in your life. So redirect your energy. You have a choice. We all have free will, okay? You have a choice. If you cannot change the thoughts, if you cannot change the feelings, what you can change is your action. And your action can change your reality, okay? Period. It's really that simple, okay?